Happy New Year! Wait, hold on. Okay, sorry. The mask again. I apologize. I really try. I try all the time to come up with some sort of way to properly introduce myself within this new year. But I am here, and no, this is not my official costume. It is quite nice, actually. But I did not make it. I bought it with my own money because I am rich. I'm not rich. I just save up some money. I'm like, no, it was a gift. I spent no money. So that means I have more left over. I'm just joking. Honestly, I am rather happy because not only is it a new year, it is a new beginning. And frankly, I am quite excited to bring you this new video, this new wave of emotions that just came upon me. And I thought, you know what? I should probably upload a video of some kind. And I was like, perfect. I've been making some recordings on my own time, but I was like, honestly, it's about time that I make an actual official video. So, welcome all, fellow rejects, isolationists, majors, bards, and yes, rats. Welcome all to perhaps my first official video that I am indeed going to be posting. I believe it was good. I know, frankly, I've had plans to make something, well, something a bit informative, humorous, but honestly, I just want to sort of let these things flow. A stream of consciousness, or perhaps a stream of mana. Yes, mana, which is something I'm all about. Sending positive mana, great, big, large, thick ribbons of mana your way. You better be prepared for what I'm going to give you. You're going to love it. So, long story short, my name is perhaps insufficient at the moment. All you need to know is that I am on a channel known as Mediafile. Yes, maybe you have found this channel, maybe you have not. And forgive the fact that I am wearing this mask the way I am. I do not officially make the mask, but I've modified it to a specific point. I tried putting these little foam things in there to perhaps give it some space away from my face, because whenever I would make facial expressions like this would this would happen. So, I'm so giddy. I am absolutely giddy because I get to deliver you all a piece of of joy, maybe? I don't know. But hello and welcome to another recording, and perhaps a first official video recording that I am indeed going to be uploading at some time. Now, let me make this disclaimer. I am probably going to say some things that perhaps may alarm some of you, offend a couple, and perhaps, I don't know, I can't even say the word, embarrass. No, God forbid you're listening in the same room with your parents. But you shouldn't be. Well, I don't know. You have to be a certain age. This is not really intended for children under the age of 18. But I don't hate children. No, I certainly do not, although they taste rather good. I'm joking. No, that was a horrible joke, but I'm a horrible person. No, I'm joking. No, but seriously, I'm here to just talk. And the time frame of these videos, I'm going to just be discussing never, because honestly, there's no specific time for these videos. I just talk and talk and talk, and whatever it lands on, that's pretty much it. It's sort of an off the cusp, a sort of thing. I've been getting together my recordings, which I have a lot of, by the way, and it is what it is. And I apologize if you can't see my eyes. This mask is horrible. It's horrendous sometimes. But yes, I will first of all discuss a few things, like my hobbies. I did make a video. I uploaded to Instagram. I'm debating whether I should put that on here. I was rather fond of it. I watch it every day, and I practice my diction afterwards. I think I speak all right, don't I? Don't you think so? Yes, the mask, just try to ignore it. I'm trying to. So I'm trying not to smile so much. I just have large cheeks, so when I smile, it overtakes the mask. I am too powerful. But no, my special hobbies include, the run-of-the-mill things that young people like to do nowadays. Well, fairly young. I am over 200 years old. But, I enjoy, playing video games, watching movies, things like animes, commenting, listening to music, playing an instrument or two. At the chagrin of many of us who, even have a chance to hear me. But those are the things that I like to do and I like to enjoy, and I do occasionally draw from time to time. But it has been quite a long time since that happened, and honestly, it's rather a shame because I really enjoyed that when I was a bit younger. But anyways, let us proceed with whatever this is going to be. So I believe before I made this video, I made the decision. I was like, well, should I talk about something relevant? Should I talk about something else? In my recordings, I've spoken about, things that have happened in the magical realm that I was born in, things that have happened here with the election and everything else, and the scandals and the controversy. But everyone is after controversy. Everyone's speaking of controversy nowadays. And honestly, I'm quite tired of controversy. You know? Instead, I'm going to talk about something perhaps, some of you may not even really know of. Griffins. Let's talk about griffins, just for something quick. And I don't want to make this channel all about mythological creatures because there were other YouTubers that probably done that thing already. But there's something a little quick nitpick thing about griffins, and I could go into this long historical thing based on my history, based on the history of my people, based on the history of my realm from which I come from, which I will not mention here because there are lots of mundane people listening and watching. And I thank you, viewers. I love mundane. Thank you for tuning in to the first official media file video. I hope you enjoy. Oh, and I must make this disclaimer. I may not always look like this. I may perhaps not even be the same person. There are many different aspects of my personality. Not saying that I have multiple personality disorder or symptoms or whatever. It's just I don't know. You could perhaps call it an extreme case of perhaps method acting, or perhaps, I don't know, maybe the spirits take charge and I'm someone else. But I am excited to talk about griffins. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so griffins, as you know, are half lion traditionally and half eagle also traditionally. But in my realm, and perhaps many of you who probably study these sort of things, you can actually make a griffin out of any two things that sort of resemble the family from which griffins are known by. You can have any sort of feline combined with any sort of bird, but there has to be certain things that they have to have in common. I guess strength, color scheme is also a big thing, and the size as well. You can't put a kitten with a bald eagle. No, it's not going to work. And, when you do these sort of things, the blood has to be a certain consistency. When you try to use mutagenic properties, you try to put a circle in the middle, put the griffins in there, and it's this whole thing. So, griffins, as you might guess, are not real. They're not natural to this realm, not natural to this world. And forgive me, I'm going to try and find perhaps a better light, something for you to see me better as. Is this okay? I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit stationary. And plus that light up there, God. Look at that. But I'm just going to be walking around. I like to talk and think better when I'm either walking around or perhaps driving in my mundane car. But back to griffins. Griffins are stupid. They're not very intelligent. They are very violent creatures, very ghastly. And you might perhaps be wondering why. Well, when it comes to the, unnatural process of combining both of these species together, which were native species to the earth before, but then they were taken out of the natural environments and then they were subjected under magical, perverse-like experimentation. And when that happened, it created a sort of an abomination. The griffin. There were disasters that resulted from this experiment. You see, when the griffin, you have something like a bird's brain, or perhaps its predatory nature, combined with the predatory nature of that of a feline, you're going to come up with this sort of super predator. And not only is it land, bound, but it can also fly. But here's the issues with griffins. So when they were making griffins initially, they wanted to create creatures that they could control, that they could mount. It was a beast that was bred for war, I guess for certain experiments. However, griffins were not able to breed on their own. They are sterile. But the reason why they are now illegal is because of this. Oh my God! It was almost a slaughter. I'm so thankful I was not there. It happened maybe about I want to say maybe 4,000 years ago, back in the magical realm where they first did this experiment. So after the first official griffin was made, it was a bit angry, and apparently it was somehow somewhat immune to magic, which made it a problem, honestly, to say the least. So, some knights were hired, some swords enchanted, blah, blah, blah. And long story short, they killed the griffin. But not after. It was ransacking villages, plucking horses from, farmers' lands, killing people, eating children, raping horses. It's a whole thing. It was ghastly. It was absolutely ghastly. So, the Griffins were then ordered by the Mage Council. Well, there's a more official term and name for this, but I'm not going to say the name because, well, there's mundane people listening. So, but if you're curious, please be sure to perhaps post it down beneath. Use our special secret code, and maybe I'll tell you. If you are a fellow practitioner of the arts of seduction. No, I'm just joking. No. It's sort of a council, a collective, There's all different names for it. People that are familiar with these sort of things have their own names. And honestly, the names change from region to region. But they ordered a hit on all the griffins. They're like, look, this is an abomination. We need to get rid of this bird lion thing that is killing, rampaging through the countryside, raping horses to no avail, because they are sterile and they are stupid. They were increasingly hard to control. And for that reason, they have to be pretty much put out of commission. So the reason why griffins are known here in this realm is because you had these. I really don't want to get into this. You had these people that were all about rights for creatures that were either natural to our realm or not. They were like magical Peter. They were like Peter. They were like Peter. They were like, you know what? It's not the fault the griffin exists the way it is. It's able to function. It has the right to live. So they tore open a rift that separated our worlds, and the griffin flew through. That's why you see myths about this in Greece and everything else, which is where it's rumored to have originated. But frankly, they were in our world first, and then they came over. After that, they were doing the same shit over here, and eventually they were finally killed off, and their remains were incinerated to prevent anything from trying to resurrect them. So that's why you don't really see any griffins anymore. That's why griffins are not a thing. Yet there are rumors in the underground that certain mundane practitioners are attempting to create sort of chimeras, sort of beasts that resemble these sort of things to bring back the glory days of slaughter. I don't know. But it's absolutely insane. And I want to apologize initially for the quality of this camera. I honestly thought it'd be a lot better. And I want to say it's probably because of the lighting, because, I'm bringing it very close, but I'm a very animated person. I like to have these sort of things close to my person at all times. But yes, that's the end of that. So, the griffin, yes. So if you wanted a pet griffin, or perhaps if you're, one of those people that like to play D&D, which I'm also fond of, you need to be very careful with griffins. They're not always intelligent. A griffin that is perfected is one that maintains the intelligence it had when it was in its base forms, whether a predatory animal, like a feline, or perhaps a bird, a raptor of some kind, both very intelligent, both very perceptive and powerful. But, when you're putting two things together, mixing the blood and all that stuff, these sort of things can cause a side effect to occur in the animal, and they become stupid. So do not, for your life, ever try to create a griffin or anything else of that nature. Is that understood? Yes? Yes? Do I have any boogers? Let me see. No? Clean? Oh my god. Well, yes. So there is that. So, so that was probably the conclusion of perhaps the first video I'm recording. Now, frankly, I did have perhaps a desire to perhaps go something longer. I usually just go on these rants because that's pretty much what I am. I am a rant person. A thespian in spirit, a mage in practice, but a bard by trade. I like to do so many things, and honestly, there's so many ideas that I have in mind, but it's really hard trying to find something, perhaps a sort of thing to just share with people. And I know on YouTube there's these people, very lovely individuals that are out here making content for people to entertain themselves with so they don't get bored or perhaps get any stupid ideas during quarantine or anything else. And I was like, you know what, should I perhaps make some songs, do some performances, show you what I know according to the arts, or perhaps, just talk. I mean, most people these days are making podcasts anyway. So I was like, well, you know what? I think I should just do whatever comes naturally to me, whatever seems to flow out the stream of consciousness or the stream of mana. But for the sake of those videos, I believe I'll probably just call those off the cusp. It has a rather nice ring to it, and honestly, it is rather something that I guess, profess in quite well. Honestly, I'm not even sure how that happened, but it pretty much did. But honestly, these videos, this first one, if I do in fact upload this, and I think I am, because I was rather well behaved, because I have other videos where I said some things, and I was like, I don't know if I should post that. So I was like, you know what, redo. And honestly, I even thought about, off the cusp, it seems rather a bit more real if I just upload the video as is. Like, as soon as I hit record on the video on the YouTube site, I just post it, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not really looking at this site to make any money. I know a lot of people go to YouTube because they want to make money or they want to be famous, or perhaps for benevolence reasons, like they want to help people by, reaching out to them. Or perhaps they want to donate to charities or whatever, have merch. Everyone wants to have merch. Everyone wants to do good. But honestly, I am rather selfish. I want to do this for me because it makes me feel good. And if it makes you feel good, all the better. By you feeling good, you have done me a great service. And so if you have any questions about any sort of magical creatures or perhaps things that perhaps I haven't mentioned before, like, for example, Raskas, the mouse, which is something not made up. It is something that in fact exists back in my realm. And I can explain a lot more for the detail. The versions we have of the creatures that you know about over there, the politics over there, which I would honestly prefer not to go into because I think we've had enough of politics. We've had enough. We've had enough of this farce that they call a world. I am speechless that we're still here. It is ridiculous. But honestly, that is just how the nature goes. And this algorithm, this spirits within this tube that we use and that we utilize, is taking advantage of that. It knows what it is we're looking for. It knows what so many other people are watching right now. And it just posts it out there for all of us to watch, increasing its power. It's honestly something that we all need a break from. So I just want to do something perhaps a little stupid or perhaps a bit informative. Completely off the cusp. Yes, you like that. Yes, you do. But honestly, I don't mean to come off so weird or strange. Like I said, I perhaps won't look like this all the time. The other persons that are perhaps within me may take over. And perhaps I do other things. I do so many things. I've learned so many things. And I feel like just staying in one area, though it is recommended, I don't know how I would do it. I was like, should I just be a gaming channel? I don't even have all the equipment. Should I do something for music? I don't have all the equipment. Should I do something? Well, I do have instruments and I can just record and just do things like that. I do enjoy singing and I think I sing quite well. Not to brag or anything, but, and then there's other things like storytelling. I've attempted to write several chapters and fan fictions and everything else. And there's just so much. There's too much. And I just feel like I need sort of an outlet. And so I was like, you know what? There's hardly anyone out there that's sort of like me, that sort of, can just speak these words. And complete nonsense. But anyway, that is exactly what I'm talking about. And so I want to come off as genuine as possible. I want to come off as entertaining because honestly, that is what I'm looking for. But I'm also trying to be myself, hence the genuine. So, there's things like that. Am I going to have an outro? I don't know. Do I have an intro? Sort of. I just sort of speak whatever words come in there. I rather did like the hand thing. Did you like that? I was like, oh. I really liked it, but I had a whole routine in mind, and now I went out the window like America. No, like, oh yes, honestly, yes. Oh, sorry, I almost showed my delicates. But no. So, like I said, at start of a new year, I actually wanted to start this on the solstice just for, continuity's sake, But I was like, I wasn't feeling rather well on the solstice. I had a minor curse that was lifted after some intense meditation and some dispelling. And then I had this gaudy rash that just occurred within 2 days ago. It was really bad yesterday. My hands were swollen. I was like, what bloody witch is putting a hex on me today? I was so annoyed by it. I was like, look, I'm not having this. I concocted some sort of creams, I won't say how or with what. And the rash was taken care of, well, at least for the most part. I haven't really seen it. It was here earlier today, but now it appears to be gone. Look. Not a blemish. Flawless. Like me. But no, really. And honestly, look. If I come off as a bit of an asshole, as arrogant or a pretentious bastard, it's because I am. Oh, I love you! But honestly, this would be the end of this video. It was insane, but I liked it. I'm just venting. So, if you're interested, please tune in for more. Perhaps another video may down the line. Perhaps I'm still working on how to upload these audio logs to the video thing or whatever. I'm not a huge technophile like some people. I'm just learning as I go, as we all are. So, without further more ado, thank you so much for listening. I am so grateful to hear that you were all well, that you were interested enough to tune into this video to see what this was about. The recommended feed was probably a bit of a bait, but you fell for it. And honestly, you're going to love every minute of it. We're going to discuss so many things, perhaps do so many things. Who knows where it goes? And by all means, feel free to express yourself in the comments as you wish. I have no aversity to, harsh comments. Honestly, I thrive on negativity. It is the best part of my personality. But no, honestly, I'm here for you. I love you. All you the viewers here, they all came here for a reason, just like you did. Perhaps you're looking for someone to connect with. Perhaps you're looking for someone to give you some information. Or perhaps you're just looking for someone to, take your mind off of this chaotic world we live in. This mundane world that has no semblance of hope or perhaps any sort of tolerance for people like us. People that are perhaps feeling like they are, I don't know, isolationists. People that feel as though they are rejects. But you are not in my family, in my tribe, in my collective, my cowl, as it were. We are here together. We are here because we have certain differences that, we are sort of shy about, but we shouldn't be because they make us powerful, they make us strong, they feed our mana. And that is a big focus of this channel. Honestly, that's what makes us family. We are related in this regard, and we should treat each other with respect, but also poke a bit of fun once in a while. Learn how it is to bond, to make fun of each other, to learn how to take a joke, perhaps an insult, and take it in stride and improve your stride through life. I am here. I love you. I care for you. I hope the best. And Pahalo loves you all. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, where's that button to end the video? Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me see how I do this. Water your mandrakes and everything else that needs a good cleaning. Because I know some of us have been forgetting that. But anyways, I thought of something better. Whatever. Goodbye!